All right, in this video, I wanted to talk about the Mandela Effect and my recovery and shit like that a little bit. Those of you that don't know what the Mandela Effect is, the Mandela Effect is when a large group of people remember something a specific way, but it never happened that way. Like a lot of people remember Jiffy peanut butter, but there's never ever been Jiffy peanut butter. A lot of people remember only 4 people in John F. Kennedy's car. I only remember 4 people in John F. Kennedy's car. And I've watched that video 1,000 times prior to the change. And there was always only 4 people in the car, but now there's 6. Which kind of trips me the fuck out a little bit. And actually that made me a firm believer in the Mandela Effect in general. But the weird thing is, I remember Jiffy peanut butter, but I also remember Jif. You know, I remember, choosy moms choose Jif or whatever. I remember that. So, I don't know, maybe we just remember the change. Like now that I think about it, I remember when it changed. Which, if that's the case, then this Mandela Effect has been going on a whole lot longer than what we thought it has been. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is, did the Mandela Effect turn me into an alcoholic and a drug addict? Because I don't remember becoming a drug addict or an alcoholic. I remember becoming a drug addict. And the answer to that question is probably not, because the reason I don't remember it is because I was fucked up. But I'm pretty sure the Mandela Effect made me a sexy bitch. But anyway, no, the Mandela Effect, and ever since learning about the Mandela Effect, I mean, if you guys don't know what it is, there's a lot of great videos out there on the Mandela Effect, so I would check those out as well. But since then, I've been listening to a lot of different songs that I know for a fact were recorded one way, and now that I go back and listen to them, some things are changed. And these are songs that, like, I do karaoke a lot. And so these are songs that I know exactly how they were sang, because I memorized those specific things, and there's a few of them that I've noticed like subtle changes in the way that they're sang and stuff, and it's starting to irritate the shit out of me because I don't like how they are now. Anyway, this Mandela Effect is it's interesting. However, the one thing that everybody needs to realize is that there's nothing we can do about it. Even though it's kind of scary, there's, there appears to be changes in the Bible. I know for a fact there's changes in the Lord's Prayer, because being an alcoholic and a drug addict, at times we recite the Lord's Prayer. And the way that we recite the Lord's Prayer, the way we have always recited the Lord's Prayer, apparently is wrong. And we've been doing it wrong this whole time. I'm sorry, but when you get a large group of people like I'm used to being with, in recovery, I'm sorry, but there's just way too many people that remember the Lord's Prayer being one specific way. And I've recited the Lord's Prayer that one specific way my whole life in recovery. So seeing that the Lord's Prayer has never been the way that we recite it, I mean, there's something wrong there. I mean, how can we get it wrong so many times and not go, hey, wait a minute. Now, granted, we're all alcoholics and drug addicts, but a lot of us are very, very close to a spiritual being of some sort. Me, it's my bulldozer. Which I know is a sin. It's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not worship false idols or gods or whatever. No graven images. But I'm sorry, whatever gets me closer to whatever. I mean, me being a dad, I know for a fact that I would be more grateful for my kids finding some kind of connection with me and building a relationship with me in any way, shape, or form that they feel comfortable with. And there's nothing that my kids can do that would make me love them any less. And I'm, if God is the Heavenly Father and the Father of creation and Father of all of us, He's our Father. I just don't see that there's any way that He could love me or not love me, especially when I'm attempting to build a relationship with this higher power, with God. Anyway, that's off topic. So we understand the Lord's Prayer. We know what the Lord's Prayer is, and there's no way that all of us get it wrong. I'm sorry, there's no way that we can all recite something that isn't even in the Bible. Recite something a specific way that was never written. That doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? And I've read the Lord's Prayer in the Bible before, and I've memorized the Lord's Prayer the way it was in the Bible, and that's the way that I recite it. And now to see that it's changed is kind of upsetting. But the thing is there's nothing that we can do about it. If all these changes are taking place and there's nothing we can do about it, then just don't worry about it, because it doesn't mean anything. Things are a little bit different, but we're all going to be okay. We're all still here, and you guys are watching this video. We're all still here. So just keep on trucking, guys, and keep doing what you do, and stay strong. For those of you that are in recovery, stay in recovery and keep on doing what you're doing. Everybody's doing good. But the biggest thing that we all need to realize with this Mandela Effect is just let go and let God. Because if there's nothing you can do about it, why worry about it? So with that, I'm going to check out, and my next video will come up soon after this one. I know I've been kind of slacking on my videos for a little bit, but I'll get another video up here pretty soon. I just got to figure out what I wanted to talk about. Anyway, be safe, guys, and I'm going to take it for another 24.